Well, I'm still not very sure about collecting this tree. It has a big rock between the roots, and that rock could easily make this tree very flat and uninteresting in one place. So now I'm sure that I cannot remove the rock, at least not without injuring the tree or probably damaging the tree with the pick. So I will try just to cut the roots that I'm able to reach, and after that I will try to extract the tree from the ground with a power puller together with the rock, easily accessible. This is one. Okay, here is the other. I think that all the major roots are visible now, and we will start to cut these surface roots, and after that I'm just going to apply the tension. That power puller that you saw me using has a pulling power of 2.5 tons, 2,500 kilos. So that is completely enough for the job that we use it. There are bigger ones to acquire, but they are also heavier to carry. So you have the advantage on one side, and you have a disadvantage on the other. It is always the same with everything. So this is, I think, a nice balance. It's not so heavy, and it has enough strength. Because if you cannot extract the tree with this power puller, it still probably has too many and too strong roots that should be cut. Okay, now let's see. Here is one. Here's one. It is always a good idea to leave the tree while collecting it higher than you want it to be in the future, because you need this part of the bar to break the tree from the ground. If you cut it too short, then you'll be needed much bigger strength to extract the tree. We need a room to cut these roots. We need a room to apply the branch cutters. Here, from beneath, like here, yeah, like this. Still some rock in the way. That's it. So, always first dig and collect the tree, and cut it shorter after that. It's not important to do that now. The good thing with this power puller is some roots you will be able to dig out and cut, and the remaining roots that you cannot reach will just break with the strength of the pulling power, with the pulling power of this puller. This is clean. Here it's clean. Or maybe it isn't. No. One more root here. Yeah. Up to now this tree is coming nicely. Maybe it will start to produce some problems. I don't expect it, but you can never know. What is here? I think now it's about time to tie the tree with the puller and to see what happens. Now we must find a suitable tree to which we can tie the other end of the power puller. That tree has to be strong enough. Hook this device here, and we have to now we'll see what will happen. Rock and roll. Come on, just go up. I hate you. You can see the tree leaning to one side. You will hear the cracking noise of the roots. You hear? But here is the end of this steel string. Maybe we'll have to tilt it once more. This is the time that you can use to cut a few more roots if they started to be visible now. We just make one or two more turns. Like this. And this will be a bit short. Yeah. A bit. Maybe just two small circles here. That's Here we go again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. After we take this tree out, we will do the tree critique like Walter Paul does on a newly collected material. Listen to cracks. Yeah. The tree just goes with the stone out. Woo-hoo. This root ball is a few times too big. We have as many roots as we want. But there is somewhere another big root, and it is quite big. I can feel the tree that it's attached with something strong still that we have to find, and we found it right now. Maybe that's not the only one, but this one is certainly very big, and it goes around a rock. Another one, also around the rock. Now it is time to untie the tree. Come on. Yes. Now I can see the last root, or probably one of the last roots. Yes, something more somewhere. Come on, say something, anything. Oh, here you are. You just have to ask politely. I believe that when we cut this root, this rock will just drop out. I don't know if this is good. Yeah, it's a good tree. Well, certainly not bad. It's not the masterpiece, but a tree that is really okay. Yeah. So this is what you usually do after removing the tree from the ground. You just remove all these rocks, because this is too heavy to carry. So every pound that you can make the tree lighter and easier to carry to the car is very important. Eventually we will remove, and this big stone also. It will drop out in one moment. Maybe this moment now. Oh, this is a good tree. I was afraid that this big rock will make the tree very flat, that it will flatten the trunk, but too much. It didn't. At least the rock flattened the trunk so that it looks good. Okay, we can further cut these big roots because they are heavy, and we won't need them in the future. We can make some cuts cleaner now. The tree has still enough fine roots, at least for Carpinus species, to take root in a bonsai pot. These things grow like crazy. We do not need you. We don't need you. Yes. Just cut you here. Yes. And here. And this. And once more here. Usually when you come home and try to fit the tree in some pot or training can or training box, you usually cut some more roots. Of course that you have to be careful not to cut too much. Yes. Come on. That's it. We will now remove everything that isn't absolutely necessary for the design, so above the ground, and that's not absolutely necessary for this tree to take root. So all these big roots. In the past I was carrying all this load home, and I was doing this job at home in my garden. Then I realized that it takes so much energy to carry this tree to the car. That's one of the worst parts of collecting trees from the wild. So now I'm removing all unnecessary stuff right here on the collection spot. It would be wiser for me to carry the glasses, but no. So this is not very heavy now. Oof, that's nothing. Yes, that will be it. And here is the result. Well, so this is the tree from one side. This is the tree from the other side. Here is the tree as I turn it around. Actually, it has many possibilities. It is very wide now in this position, and it goes, maybe we can just make this branch shorter and drill it. It has very wide nebari and surface spread, and this is probably the future top, somewhere here. Of course, that these fat branches can be easily shortened, cut short. Even from here, it is interesting. I think this will be very powerful and widely spread, like not too tall but short and wide tree. It has trunk diameter of maybe some even 30 centimeters. This is not just the trunk, these are the roots widely spread. So well, this is not a masterpiece, it's not something exquisite, but I think it is a very good tree with lots of possibilities. It was not too hard to dig it out, to collect it. It took me around maybe 1 hour and 15 minutes, and that is not much of a hard work. So I believe this is a good tree. Yeah. Now, when I cut this two more fat branches, the tree is even better now. I think it is more open.
Така потежно. Немаш кам кило обще провучи.
So this is Mario's beast. He's fighting a battle with this tree. For how long? Koliko dugo ti to sad već radiš?
Sat I po.
For an hour and a half. It is very difficult to reach the roots, so he just cannot cut all the roots, and the puller is not too strong to break them. This is a very big tree. Very big tree. Nije lako, a? Not an easy one. Reci.
Daj mi jednu zelenu pilu tamo.
tanku. Životinja u šikari.
Pogledaj koliko smo ga.
Spilili, a? I još ne ide?
Još ga ima.
Stravično.
Krv, znoj i suze.
To ga držiš 100%.
Pa nema kaj.
To mu je ono cijelo deblo dole. Viš kad napravi bum. Sam čuvaj glavu.
Ima što mjesto za španj.
Ima malo. But, if you're crazy enough, let me see you, da ja te vidim. Blood, sweat and tears. Tears. Strava. Sad mu sve izbaci to sranje kamenja vani, to ne buš nosilo.
Pofotkaš s njim ili to?
Da. Evo ga. Zver je izašla van. So this is the beast. Collected. There are two beasts on this picture. Yeah. Ali ga malo zarotiraj.
Kamo ćeš?
Na bilo koju, tak malo da vidimo. Yeah. That is a big tree. Yeah. Great tree. Very nice. Yeah. Good job, Mario.
Thanks, Sebastian.